Okay, so boys, you've listened to the audio of how to use your calculator. We're going to do a few questions here that are a little bit harder. They are word problems, and some of you will struggle with understanding how the words actually get deciphered here. So we'll just go through a few of them. These are from exercise 5.09. I'll just go through these ones with you. So question 3 says the human body consists of approximately 6 times 10 to the 9 cells. And each cell consists of 6.3 times 10 to the 9 atoms. How many atoms are in the human body? Now this question, even when it gets asked in the year 12 in their HSC, people have problems with this question. Mainly because they get lost in the scientific notation in the question. So if we just change this and just put some simple numbers in, you'll see what we need to do. So if we said the human body consists of approximately 100 cells, and each cell consists of 7 atoms, so you go 100 cells in the body, and each of those cells has 7 atoms, how many atoms would there be? So you'd go, all right, well, I think I just need to do 7 times 100 and get 700 atoms. So once you've realised what to do with these easier numbers, then we're going to do the same things with the scientific notation. So the number of atoms is going to be 6.3 times 10 to the 9 atoms times by the number of cells, because that's how many of each of those cells has got that many atoms. Okay? So then once you've decided what you're doing with them, put that in your calculator the way I've taught you already, which is 6.3 times 10 to the x is down the bottom of your calculator, 9. Power up the top there, times 6 times 10 to the x button, 9 equals. And it'll give you that answer, and that's your answer. Just write atoms on the end, because we are finding how many atoms. Okay, so if you're having trouble, if you go, I just don't know what to do, just get the 2 things in the question and just multiply them or divide them, do something with them. It'll either be a multiplication or a division. So there's really only 3 possible things you could be doing. You could be multiplying, that's 1. You could be doing this divided by this, that's 2. Or you could be doing this divided by this. There's only 3 possible things you could be doing. Okay, so over here in question 4, it says a telephone book is 4.5 centimetres thick and it has 2,000 pages. We're finding the thickness of 1 page in millimetres in scientific notation. So there's a lot to think about. So let's just concentrate on the thickness of 1 page first. So we've got 4.5 centimetres. We need to divide by the 2,000 pages. So when we do that on the calculator gives you this answer. It's already in scientific notation. Some of you may find that your calculator doesn't do that. It might give you the answer as a decimal. Some of them are a little bit different. Whatever it gives you, just write down whatever answer it gives you. Now that's in centimetres, okay? We now have to convert to millimetres because that's what the question wants. So to go from centimetres to millimetres, we're going to a smaller unit, and that means we times. And there's 10 millimetres in a centimetre. Just look at your ruler. There's 10 millimetres in a centimetre. So we're timesing by 10. So just leave your answer on your calculator and then press times 10. And it'll give you this answer. So we've got our answer in millimetres, but they want it in scientific notation. So we have to convert this to scientific notation. So you can either do that yourself, the way I taught you last lesson, or you can use your calculator to do it. You can do, after you've got this answer and it's still sitting on your calculator, press shift mode or shift setup, 7 for scientific notation, and we have 1, 2, 3 significant figures, so press 3 and that'll be your answer. Okay, the next question. The Earth is 1.5 times 10 to the power of 8 kilometres from the Sun. That's how far away we are from the Sun. And the speed of light is 3 times 10 to the 5th kilometres per second. How long does it take for light to travel from the Sun to the Earth? Okay, so how long is what they're asking? So they're asking for a time. So if you remember, we've learnt this. This is DST triangle. D for distance, S for speed, and T for time. We're looking for time, so we're going to circle T, and it says time equals distance over speed. That's our formula. So now we're going to put in our numbers. Our distance is 1.5 times 10 to the 8 kilometres. Put that on the top. The speed on the bottom is going to be 3 times 10 to the 5th kilometres per second. So you're going to use your calculator to put that scientific notation in, just like we did before. When you're doing it, start with your fraction key. Press that first. Then you can press 1.5, the times 10 to the x button, 8, and then go down arrow to the bottom. Press 3, times 10 to the x button, 5, and when the screen looks like this, you can press equals, and it'll give you 500. It's a time we're looking for, so it's seconds, 500 seconds. I'll come back in the next video and just finish this question off and do one more example.